Summer doesn't officially begin for a few weeks now, but many of us have already seen severe weather, tornadoes, even hail. Katie LaSalle recently chatted with AAA Colorado to go over what you need to know before severe weather season begins.
Well, it's arrived as it does every year here in Colorado, hail season, and here to discuss hail damage and contractor legitimacy is AAA Insurance expert Skylar McKinley. Hey Skylar, thanks for being with us.
Of course.
So why does hail season pose risks related to contractor fraud?
You know, Colorado just gets a ton of hail. We get the second most amount of hail claims every year, second only to Texas. Because of that, it can be very lucrative for these bad actors, these storm chasers, illegitimate businesses to come and knock on your door and say, hey, you got some hail damage in that storm that just passed? We can take care of that for you. This is kind of a unique circumstance this year, too, because we know in past economic downturns, these scams really increase. People prey on our fear and uncertainty to really commit these scams where they either won't work on your roof, they won't make repairs, or they'll make very limited repairs and leave you having paid out without getting the work done. So now's a really good time to be cognizant of this, especially because hail season runs from May until September. Luckily, there's been laws passed that protect you, but you have to know your rights.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hail's damage is bad enough as it is, but how can Coloradans really determine if a contractor is legitimate during the season?
Yeah, the legislature in 2014 passed this law because they didn't want people to get victimized twice. Once by the hail, rather, and the second time by the contractor. You have to ask certain questions if someone comes to your door. So ask to see the scope of work and what materials they're going to provide. Ask what the cost is going to be before you enter into a contract and how long it's going to take. You also have a right to see their liability coverage and their insurance. You have a right to know their policies concerning cancellations and refunds. And you have the right to step away and get your down payment back within 72 hours. You also get a promise from them that they're not going to waive part of your deductible in order to cover this, pay part of it or all of it. They're not allowed to do that. And finally, they have to hold in trust your payment until the job is done or a majority of the materials have been delivered to the job site. So they can't just take the money and leave. Really, you have a right under Colorado law not to have any payment given to them directly until the job's done.
Very smart. We don't want any of us to get scammed this year. Any other tips we should keep in mind during the severe storm season?
Yeah, your insurance agent is there to be in your corner, so always call your insurance agent before you talk to any contractor. Find a local insurance agent at AAA.com/insurance. Otherwise, get more than one estimate. Never let a contractor pressure you into working with them. Ask for references and check them. Call through. A legitimate person's going to have legitimate references. Get contract terms in writing. Get cost, time schedules, payment schedules, what you owe to them and how. Never, ever sign a contract that has blank spaces. And finally, never pay a contractor in full or sign what's called the completion certificate until the work's been finished. And really, as a best practice, you should have that work checked out by another professional when it's all done, just to make sure you're protected.
Skylar, great advice as always. Thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Stay safe.
Some great tips there. Thank you both.